Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. Great Expectations is a timeless classic written by Charles Dickens in 1861. The novel is set in early 19th century England and follows the life of an orphan named Pip, who aspires to become a gentleman and escape his humble origins. The novel is a coming-of-age story that explores themes of social class, identity, and morality. The story begins with Pip living with his abusive sister and her husband, the blacksmith Joe Gargery, in the marshes of Kent. One evening, while visiting his parents' gravesite, Pip encounters an escaped convict named Abel Magwitch. Frightened, Pip helps the convict by stealing food and a file from his sister's house. Little does Pip know that this small act of kindness will have a significant impact on his life. Soon after, Pip is sent to the home of Miss Havisham, a wealthy and eccentric old woman, to play with her adopted daughter, Estella. Miss Havisham is still wearing her wedding dress, even though she was jilted at the altar many years ago. She is bitter and has raised Estella to break men's hearts, as she believes all men are cruel like her former fiancé. Pip becomes infatuated with Estella and longs to become a gentleman to win her heart. His wish comes true when a mysterious benefactor, later revealed to be Abel Magwitch, arranges for Pip to move to London and become a gentleman. Pip is overwhelmed by the sudden change in his circumstances and becomes ashamed of his humble origins. In London, Pip befriends Herbert Pocket, Miss Havisham's relative, and starts taking lessons on how to become a gentleman. He also meets a cold and distant Estella, who is now a beautiful young lady. Despite her harsh treatment towards him, Pip remains devoted to her and hopes to one day win her affection. As Pip's expectations and ambitions grow, he becomes estranged from his childhood friends and family, including Joe and Biddy, his childhood sweetheart. He also becomes friends with the eccentric Miss Havisham and her lawyer, Mr. Jaggers, who helps Pip manage his newfound wealth. However, as Pip's fortune and social status increase, his moral values and sense of self are tested. He begins to question the true intentions of his benefactor, Abel Magwitch, and the source of his wealth. Pip also realizes the consequences of his actions, particularly his treatment of Joe and Biddy, and his obsession with Estella. As the story unfolds, secrets are revealed, and unexpected connections between the characters are uncovered. Pip's journey to becoming a gentleman is not what he expected, and he learns valuable lessons about the true meaning of wealth, status, and love. One of the most significant themes in the novel is social class. Dickens explores the stark differences between the wealthy and the working class in Victorian England. He also highlights the injustice and cruelty faced by the lower class, as seen through characters like Magwitch and Joe. Identity is another crucial theme in the novel, as Pip struggles with his sense of self and his desire to fit into the upper class. He realizes that one's true identity is not determined by wealth or social status, but by one's actions and character. Morality is also a prevalent theme in the novel. As Pip faces moral dilemmas and learns the consequences of his actions, he learns that true wealth and happiness come from within, and material possessions do not guarantee a fulfilling life. Great Expectations is a masterful work of literature that has stood the test of time. Dickens expertly weaves together the themes of social class, identity, and morality with a captivating plot and richly developed characters. The novel is a commentary on Victorian society and the human condition, and its messages are still relevant in today's world. Great Expectations is a must-read for anyone who enjoys a well-crafted and thought-provoking story.